love life, and I want to express love to all people by improving their life conditions. So I think in this case, because the soft message hasn't worked, I'll say this. If you make physical contact with her again, I will break you in half with my bare hands. And he went, "You're much larger than I am." And I went, "Yeah." And I really like violence. And I train for violence once or twice a week. And I never get to use it. Unless someone gives me an excuse. We're still friends, I need to emphasize, Grease. But I really like a chance to just break someone. And he was like, I'll stop trying to make physical contact with her. And I was like, okay, good. Goodness. I think that will improve the lives of both of my friends. So a couple months pass.
Oh dear.
Okay, so the long story getting much shorter is he eventually did not make physical contact with the roommate again. Proving that sometimes the message will get through. Ladies, if the guy won't back off, stop soft pedaling the message. Turn to your brother or your very large male, possibly gay friend and say, "Could you please tell him that you will snap him in half, kneecap-wise or dick-wise? You've been doing this to walnuts for like 3 years and you want to practice on a testicle?" And explain to him to stop fucking doing that, and they will. But if they're a neckbeard, they think, "I'm working on this chart, eventually she'll love me." They have to be convinced that, no, you stop here. This is where the line ends. And once they get that, they revert to sort of being, they'll still pine for you and masturbate into a sweat sock while crying at night. But they won't express it to you anymore. So ladies, you do need to tell your male friends, "No, I will never let you put your dick in me. I would literally rather squat over a bullet ant hole and let them nibble." Because that physical pain would suck less than being physically intimate with you, and it will shatter their egos. But I need to point this out to you, they need that. They need to be broken before they can be remade into human porn. I needed to be broken. I had a friend who I was like, "I think you're the most beautiful woman." And she was like, "You're fat." She was Asian. And I deeply appreciate that friend who I still constantly hang out with, and we are great friends because, unlike every other woman I tried that with, I was like, oh wait, that was a really shithead thing of me to do. This whole trying to put niceness quarters into her like she was just an object instead of an actual human being. I should stop that. I should fucking stop that because that's an asshole thing. And I stopped, and we're really, really good friends because I'm not trying to put my dick inside her. Magical, right? Yeah. Grease, however, didn't figure that out, and Grease decided that he was going to keep pulling shit, and eventually he was like, he was over at her apartment. He didn't do anything, but he was over at her apartment, and he was helping with cosplay stuff, and Grease decided that in spite of the very clear rules we had, because I have a lot of power tools and...
Oh, yeah.
No, not just because of that. I do a lot of construction of stuff. I do blacksmithing, I do leather work, I do like really, really bad carpentry. But I have a lot of power tools because I put stuff together a lot. So we have our friends over to do cosplay shit. And like form Warbler with heat guns and shit like this, and it's a great old time. But we have some rules like, you don't paint inside because we have a fucking carpet and paint doesn't come out of that shit. You know, if you're gonna use a heat thing, you don't leave it plugged in. I have a leather couch, don't sit on that while you've got a fucking X-Acto out. You know, simple shit, right?
Yep.
Don't be a fucking asshole is the TLDR of our house rules for cosplay. So he leaves, and I walk out into the living room like, hey, roommate, was Grease here? Yeah. So there's like an inch of foam shavings on the carpet, which I'm like, oh, foam, ew. I'm just like, no, he didn't clean it. And there's foam because he had a Dremel and he just sort of sanded the foam down. Like he sanded that much foam down into dust and it sort of settled everywhere. And I was like, maybe not do that? So we talked to him, and he's like, oh, well, that mess wasn't mine, but I'm such a nice guy that I'll come and clean it for you guys, because I'm nice. I'm doing you a favor. So my roommate had some words with him about that shit not being cool, and he was super butthurt. And he went home really mad because she was like, and also I will never have your dick inside me. That is not going to happen ever. So he went home and he did what any red-blooded man would do in that situation. He unfriended me. Because I am the cock blocker of the neckbeards. Because all the neckbeards in here are like, oh shit, he is. He just told the women to tell us to go fuck ourselves. We're never going to get to put our dicks inside them. Guys, you are.
Thank you.
We handled this. I mean, not with the women that are going to tell you to fuck off, but there are other women out there. There's like 3 billion of them. And one of them is going to have low enough standards to fuck you if you follow my advice. We'll get to this later, but we've already covered this, we've got this handled, we'll cover this in a bit, and then you'll probably be able to fuck something someday. But yeah, and then 3 days later he was like, all right, I've downloaded all of her available Facebook photos so I can masturbate for years, and he unfriended her after 3 days. Just to make that point that I was a bad person. We're not really sure what his thought process was, except that unfriending me was definitely a priority. Probably because, let's be honest, he didn't want to put his dick inside me. Which is wrong of him because... Seriously, this booty, we'll get to this when we're talking about the attractive. These pants are 30% rayon. Because I do squats, heavy squats. My booty is so magnificent now. If I wear regular blue jeans and I try to, like, do more than this, I was at Costco, I was like, okay, new pants, good, they fit, do-do-do-do-do. They fit as long as I'm standing up. Do-do-do, oh good, something at Costco. And I got about here, and there, it wasn't a rip noise, it was a and my booty literally exploded in my pants. Like there was a rip, it was that long, just went BAM! And I stood back up and I was like, I now understand why women bitch about buying pants. Because most dudes have pancake asses and their legs are tubes. So you take 2 cylinders of fabric and you go thump and you're done, right? Anyone here notice that women have asses that don't look like that? Yep. Guess what that does to fabric? Those don't fit into tubes. So now I understand why yoga pants are a thing now. Because seriously, you can walk in any store and go, oh, yoga pants. And you can do this, and it doesn't go BAM! So this is literally the last size of pants I can wear because I've been losing weight. In the last year I haven't lost any weight, but I have converted about 10 to 15 pounds of the weight I've got into muscle. A lot of that being in my ass. And when your ass goes from pancake to right here, what happens is men's pants don't fit you anymore. So from now on, I'm going to have to buy like size 42-inch pants because those will maybe fit my ass. And just have my roommate take in the waist. Because I wear like 34, 32 waist. But seriously, if I wasn't wearing 30% rayon jeans, boom, every time. Oh God. Hey, it's fuck men's pants, isn't it? Right, so that's about the end of the big chunk of ranting.
And thank you for the advice.
Really?
This is from...
Back in the base. I'm not leaving my stuff here, so
Deers. Heaven's Lost Property.
Heaven's Lost Property.
Yep.
Gee, why do we abuse think that women are objects?
I can give 2 reasons. 3.
Trick question, because I masturbate over stuff like this all the fucking time.
Yep.
I think of women as humans I interact with, which is why I can only get off when I see crying. that guy was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, $10 for obvious masturbatory. Gentlemen, if you stop being a neckbeard, you will start being able to hang around women who are like, yeah, Tits are awesome! I'll pay money for that shit. So I got 15 over here, thank you. Do I hear 20?
20.
20. I got 20. Do I hear 25? 25.
30.
30. 30, just turn to your right a little. All right, I got 30.
I can't keep that in my room.
And there is a pause. Okay, I got 30 going once. 30, you have a camera. Neither, this is, oh, so it's a 3D PD problem. Yeah, no, okay. So we were at 30. Going once.
35.
35. You weren't here for the warning.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
And this is the first thing you bid on?
Yeah.
You're like, yes, slave girl with big tits. That's what I want people to remember me having tried to purchase. And he's smart. You know why? Because he skipped the whole cocks thing. He's like, I'm so secure in my sexuality, I'm not even going to bid on a hint of stuff that even suggests that I might not be into anything except chicks with large tits. That is how definitely not gay I am. I'm so not gay. I need to buy these large breasts. That's what I need in my life. Large breasts. I have never been interested in gay ever, says the guy sitting next to two other guys. One of whom is a brony and the other one is a plaid-wearing hipster. But he's not into dick. So anyways, 35, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 35. Do I hear 40?
40.
40! You're wearing Host Club, right?
Yes.
Yeah. At the other end of the spectrum.
Yep.
You know what I like shows about? Boys. Pretty ones who take their shirts off.
Girls like it too.
I know that and you know that, but buying large tits doesn't quite get that kissing another dude doesn't make him gay because the balls aren't touching. So anyways, 40.
45.
He's definitely straight. He's $45 worth of straight. No. Going once. Going twice. Sold! And he's totally not going to attach a bunch of Post-its with a dick drawn on them.
I'm going to just wonder what that is. This is my first battery.
Okay. Thank you for your contribution to charity.
This is one battery. Two fully charged right here. What the?
I quote, so the, what's her name, the redhead from Bleach? It's not signed or anything, it's just still sealed. I will read, yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it's Bleach Plush, official licensed product. Quote, and I read it directly off the back of the bag. This is not a toy. Who here is familiar with French artwork? You know the pipe bit, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of weird to encounter that in this context. But this is not a toy.
It can be.
$5 and it's going on 4chan.
$5 and it'll end up on 4chan. Are there any other Bleach fans here who want to save her
$10.
from the guys sitting next to each other?
Hey, I'm going to save her.
That guy has a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Bye, Jinx. Say bye to Jinx, everybody. Bye. Okay, so we got 10 from the double teamers. Has anyone? Yeah. Has anyone seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Yes.
Has anyone heard of OST?
Yes.
Has anyone paid attention to the lyrics of Two Heads Are Better Than One?
Yes.
Two heads are better than one. It's double the pleasure. It's triple the fun. That is the least explicit lyric of that song they put into a teen 80 adventure buddy movie. Yeah, it talks about it. The song is literally about double teaming chicks. Because any other way the friendship breaks up because they both like the same type of girls. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, official original soundtrack, talks about double teaming chicks. Think about the movie in that context. God, I love French literature.